Thank God it's Friday. Good morning, world. Good morning, Quara. Today is the 10th of 10. That is 10th of October 2025. And welcome to this morning's newspaper review on Emirate Radio. Emirate Radio is located behind the Federal Ministry of Environment off Old Jeba Road, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. And as you already know it, I will do it here on the newspaper review. We'll bring you the newspaper headlines making waves and then we'll take you through the details. And the newspaper I have this morning are just the Daily Post newspaper and our online royal newspaper. So stay with me as I take you through the headlines first and then the news in full. I am Latifah Ibrahim-Arowona. On the Daily Post newspaper this morning, detections. APC coercing PDP governors orders, says spokesman. Still on the Daily Post newspaper this morning, 2027. INEC not the problem. Aisha Yusufu tells Nigerians what to do. Still on the Daily Post newspaper this morning, Sanu Kwasu chapter joins nationwide protest. Still on the Daily Post newspaper this morning, we've never had EFCC fight corruption like under Tinubu, Akpabio's aid. And on the online royal newspaper this morning, new INEC chair Josh Amupita faces test to restore electoral trust. So on the online royal newspaper, debate deepens as Olubadan Ladoja renews calls for Ibadan State creation. And lastly, on the online royal newspaper this morning, on the headlines is the Tinubu's pardon of Saruwiwa step toward justice. Now, the news in full. Detections. APC coercing PDP governor orders, says spokesman on the Daily Post newspaper. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) has alleged that the All Progressive Congress (APC) was using undemocratic means, including blackmail and dirty tricks, to force its members, especially serving governors, to join the ruling party. The PDP also accused President Bola Tinubu-led APC governments of decimating the opposition as part of his plan to face a one-party state in the country. The National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Debo Olonagba, made this allegation yesterday while reacting to claims by former ex-President Muhammad Buhari, Bashir Ahmed, that two PDP governors will in the next few days defect to the APC. According to him, most of the defection were not voluntarily, but based on coercion, harassment, inducement, and intimidation. The defection you see today are instigated by the inducement, harassment, coercion, intimidation. Like, seriously? They are state governors, for God's sake. Can they be really coerced or harassed, like he has rightly said? Okay, it is politics, and it is what it is. Whatever happens in politics stays there, and it might really be dirty or not, but yes, that's what he has said. Okay, still on the online Daily Post newspaper this morning, 2027. INEC not the problem. Aisha Yusufu tells Nigerians what to do. Sociopolitical activist Aisha Yusufu has called on Nigerians to unite against forces that may be plotting to rig the 2027 general elections. In a statement posted on our official X handle, the activists argued that the Independent National Electoral Commission cannot rig any election without the populace. According to her, no rigging can happen without our support, stressing that it is Nigerians who have refused to engage, waiting for God to do it all. She said INEC is not the problem. The people in INEC are the problem, and they are among the 220 million people. There is no INEC chairman that can rig election if the people working in INEC do not collude. These people are our brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, children, cousins, neighbors, church members, fellow mosque worshippers, work colleagues, etc. Let us begin to warn each other to not rig or allow rigging. Aisha also noted that the judiciary, police, and military are not the problem of Nigeria, but the bad eggs operating in them. The same for the judiciary, police, military, etc. The judiciary is not the problem, the people in the judiciary are the problem. Okay, and she ended it by telling you that unless you vote and defend your vote and ensure it is counted for your candidate, what you did is not voting but paper painting, she added. Go girl, Aisha Yusufu, the action woman. She has said it all. Vote and know that your vote has counted. And it's been counted. Okay, still on the Daily Post newspaper this morning. SANU Kwasu chapter joins nationwide protest. Members of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, Kwara State University, Malete, on Thursday, which is yesterday, joined their counterparts across the country in the nationwide peaceful protest to press their demands for better welfare. Speaking during the protest, the branch chairman, Comrade Abdulsalam Jimoh Kanike, said the action followed the directive of the Joint Action Committee of SANU and NASU. Comrade Kanike declared that workers' patience must not be mistaken for weakness. He listed the union's key demands to include the implementation of the 2009 FGN agreement, payment of wage and allowance arrears, and an end to the usurpation of non-teaching roles by the academic staff. Comrade Kanike appreciated the Kwasu management for its peaceful disposition, noting that the protest was not against the university, but part of a nationwide struggle for fairness and equity. The protest ended peacefully with members chanting solidarity songs and reaffirming their commitment to the struggle for workers' rights. You hear it there, Federal Government of Nigeria. Listen to SANU and do right by them. They do deserve it. Lastly, on the Daily Post newspaper this morning, we've never had EFCC fight corruption like under Tinubu, says Akpabio's aide. Kenny Okulugbo, media aide to Senate President Godswill Akpabio, has commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration for its approach to tackling corruption, saying the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission under Ola Olukayode has demonstrated an unprecedented level of focus and effectiveness. Okolugbo spoke during an interview with newsmen praising Olukayode's efforts in combating financial crimes, particularly round-tipping and cryptocurrency-related manipulation of Naira. Ola Olukayode, the chairman of EFCC, has done a lot in fighting those involved in round-tripping and artificial devaluation of Naira, especially those using cryptocurrency to distort the real value of the currency. He noted that the Commission's action have contributed to the relative stability of the Naira and the improvements of the economy. Okolugbo argued that, contrary to claims by the opposition, the current administration has made notable progress in anti-corruption efforts. That's that, you have it. EFCC is doing very well, says Akpabio's aide. And our online royal newspaper this morning, Tinubu's pardon of Sarawiwa step toward justice, says Digi. A prominent Niger Delta youth leader, Comrade Matthew Digi, has described President Bola Tinubu's posthumous pardon of Ken Sarawiwa and other members of the Ogoni 9 and Ogoni 4 as a bold step toward national reconciliation and justice. President Tinubu had yesterday granted clemency to 175 Nigerians, including the late environmental activist Ken Sarawiwa, whose execution in 1995 sparked international outrage. In a statement signed by Digi, chairman of the Central Working Committee of the 2025 All Nigeria Ethnic Nationalities Youth Conference come 30th anniversary of Ken Sarawiwa and Mazi Chidebere Nwaso Esquire, the secretary, the group expressed appreciation to the president for the gesture. According to the statement, the pardon marks a significant step toward reconciliation and justice for the many whose voices have been silenced unjustly. The group also expressed support for the proposal National Forest Guards, an initiative championed by National Security Advisor Malam Nuhu Badu, describing it as a proactive measure to combat insecurity in Nigeria's forests. That's a very good move from the president. Like, he's been going back to the past and bringing it to the future, and he's doing right by those that have been wrong in the past. So well done to the president for doing that. Debate deepens as Olubadan Ladoja renews calls for Ibadan State's creation on the online Royal newspaper. The call by the newly installed Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Rashid Ladoja, for the creation of Ibadan State has sparked mixed reaction across the southwest. The proposed state, which will be carved out of the current Oyo State and parts of Ondo State, has reignited long-standing regional and political discussion about state creation in Nigeria. Oba Ladoja made the appeal during his coronation ceremony in Ibadan, urging President Bola Tinubu to prioritize the move. My people sent me a message to Mr. President. Mr. President, they said the creation of Ibadan State is their priority. They demanded it coincide with the legislative progress at the House of Representatives, where a bill seeking to create Ibadan State recently passed its second reading, sponsored by Honorable Abbas Adigun, representing Ibadan Northeast, Ibadan Southeast Federal Constituency. The bill aims to amend the 1999 Constitution to officially recognize Ibadan as a state. Adigun argued that Ibadan, historically the capital of the old western region, deserves statehood, given its population size, economic strength, and landmass. He claimed that a single Ibadan local government is larger than 3 local councils in Bayelsa combined. There you have it, Ibadan State. Okay, really? Ibadan State. Where are you from? I am from Ibadan State. Okay, our time is fast spent. Before I go, I think I'm going to take this one last headlines and then you go through the news on our online radio newspaper. New INEC chair Josh Amupitan faces test to restore electoral trust. New INEC chair Josh Amupitan faces test to restore electoral trust. You want to read that news, go through our online radio newspaper and check through it. It's a very, very interesting read. Especially if you have interest on what is going on in INEC right now, you're going to love that news. So that brings me to the end of newspaper review this morning on Emirate Radio, today 10th of 10, 2025. Thank you for listening. I am Latifah Ibrahim-Arowona and have an amazing weekend.